Zoe, hello, welcome to the podcast. You speak English, you speak French, you speak German.
Yes.
But we are in Spain. How is your Spanish?
Oh, my Spanish is not as good as I would want it to be. I took Spanish classes when I was a little girl.
Yeah.
But now the only thing that stayed with me is cerveza, and I don't even drink beers. It's really sad.
Wait, the only thing is beer that you know.
Yeah, and I don't even drink beer, so it's really not useful at all.
It's useful for everyone else, Zoe.
Yeah, I can get you a beer if you want.
We are so pleased to be speaking to you. Eurovision is in your home country. It must feel absolutely amazing. We're going to find out all about you on the official Eurovision Song Contest podcast.
Yes.
Zoe, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling really good. I have hay fever.
Oh no.
So my nose is a little running, but I feel really good.
I heard a rumor, or rather I saw a rumor, that you might be becoming Kai from Sweden's fourth member. Is this true?
I learned their choreography yesterday, and I feel like I pulled it off really well.
You could seamlessly fit into the band.
I was really bad, but I feel like I matched the vibe. So I kind of would want to just go on stage with them and have fun because I love their energy. And I think that would be hilarious if the somehow host of this year would just appear on stage and dance with them.
Maybe you could secretly get yourself into every single artist.
Imagine. Oh, wow. But every time in a different costume.
Yeah.
And sometimes in a not in the way that people really see me.
Yeah, like Where's Waldo or Where's Wally?
Yes.
You know the book? It's like, where's Zoe?
I could just be a prop, I could try to be a light.
You could be Vibes or in a rowboat.
Yes.
You could be, what else could you be? You could be Erica Vickman's microphone
I could
stand.
be the microphone stand.
You've been so sociable with everybody. I've seen you hanging out with everybody. It's been great.
Well, I love Eurovision, and I think that's meeting everyone and coming together and spreading good vibes is what Eurovision is about. So I was excited to meet everyone.
You've been doing your cheese chats.
Yes. It's a bit like a podcast. So I'm basically Steve, but with fondue pots.
With fondue. I mean, that sounds so much better. I love fondue, and I bet everyone loves having it as well.
Yeah, but you know what is sad is that we have the fondue pot, but there are questions in it and not cheese. Ugh. So every time I do a cheese chat, I'm actually just so sad also because I would want to have a fondue for real, and I can't have it.
So you are actually a Swiss person who loves fondue. It's not just
Yes.
for show, you love it.
No, but then again, in Switzerland we have this debate, do you prefer fondue or raclette? I don't know if you know raclette as well.
Raclette's like when you pour
when
the
you
cheese.
pull the cheese, yes. And so there's this huge debate, but I love both.
Okay.
But that doesn't exist a lot in Switzerland. Usually people are like, either fondue, either raclette.
You're like the UN. You're just keeping everybody happy.
Yes, I'm keeping everyone happy. But that's maybe also because my my astrology sign is a Libra.
Okay.
And I try to keep everything in balance, I think.
I'm a Gemini, which is, again, like two sides,
Yeah.
You want to keep everybody happy.
Yeah.
What's the best thing to dip in fondue? Is it potato?
Well,
is it meat?
the thing that most of the people do is bread.
Yeah.
And I do bread as
You
well.
do bread. Fine. It's good. I hope that when we go to Basel, we will have a fondue at some point.
Yes, I hope so.
It's your home city.
Yeah, I was born in Basel, and
That's amazing.
That's crazy. I really feel like all the stars aligned when I got chosen to represent Switzerland this year in Switzerland, in my hometown. That's crazy. And also, sometimes I'm not really superstitious, but Voyage is in French. The first song that won for Switzerland was in French. And it's been this whole, a long journey for Switzerland to bring the contest back. So my song is called Voyage. There was just so many, little things.
Yeah.
That when I was chosen, I was like, oh my God, that had to be it. It just feels right.
Does it give you little goosebumps?
It gives me shivers.
Yeah. It must, but because there's lots of people who represent their home country, but to represent their home city as well. Mm-hmm. Do you have any family that still live there?
My grandparents still live there, and my uncles.
What have they said?
One of my grandparents, when I told her on the phone, she said a Swiss-German thing, which is Donnerwetter.
Okay.
It means when you have a thunder and lightning. and the sky turns into like a storm. She was like, "Oh, storm!"
So that's a good thing, right?
That was a good thing. That's like Swiss people say that when it's like when they're like super surprised or shocked by something.
Okay, what's the phrase again?
Donnerwetter.
Donnerwetter.
Yeah.
Ish.
Ish.
Ish. So are they going to come and see you?
My grandparents will watch on TV.
Okay.
Because I said, you guys know it's like a long show.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to come, and I was like, I'm not sure if it's like possible for them to stand as long. And
yes.
So they're gonna watch on TV, but my the other part of my family's gonna come.
When you found out that you were going to represent Switzerland, where were you?
I was in a train, which is funny because Nemo was in a train for their music video.
All the stars.
I feel like all the stars aligned. But I was in a train on my way to a gig, and I was actually wearing the sweater I had bought in Scotland where I wrote Voyage.
Right.
So it was like really weird as well.
This is weird.
Yes. But so I was in a train, and someone from the delegation told me, you have to jump on a Zoom call now. And I told them, well, I can't. I don't have internet and I don't have earphones with me, so it's not possible. Maybe let's talk tomorrow. And they were like, no, it's urgent. We need you now. And I was like, nothing's urgent in life. You know?
Yeah. You're like,
let's talk
I'm
tomorrow.
a relaxed person.
Yeah. But then my sister was with me, and she gave me like her phone. And so I jumped on the call, and they told me, well, it's you. And I was like, what? Because I just didn't. I wasn't expecting, because they told me that we were gonna know in like the next couple days, but I didn't know it was gonna be that day. Well, yeah, they also said I could not like react in a huge way because obviously I was in a train and people couldn't know.
Loads of people. I'm doing Eurovision.
Yeah. So it was weird. I was like, I was like, okay, wow, but I cannot react. So it was a quiet party.
So when did you get to react? When you got to your destination, did you let out a scream?
No. No, because, like I would have maybe let out a scream in the initial moment of me knowing. But then I'm also not a screaming person. I think it's like we had to take pictures for Eurovision with like different emotions. Okay. And there was one emotion, like anger. Yeah. And I tried so hard to do an angry face. But you're not. And I felt like I was doing a good job, but then Helena, who's doing social media with me in our team, she was like, that's not an angry face. We have to do it again. And so, I'm not a screaming person. I'm not an angry person, but I tried my best.
You're a happy person.
Yes, and also sensitive. I think what's funny is that many of my songs have like deep lyrics or sometimes even sad lyrics, but I'm such like an optimistic person, and I love life, and I love so it's funny. I think I have really these both things.
We love
balance
that.
Again.
We love that. But talking of someone else who does sad songs is Gjon's Tears. He is a very good friend.
Yes. It's funny. I met Gjon when I was 17. We did a music program together. We went to London together. I remember it was like a class of 20 people doing music together, and I was too young to go into the pubs.
Yes, because you would have been 17.
Because I couldn't. I couldn't. And I was so sad. And then Gjon was like, you know what? Don't worry, I'll be there with you. And so we went together and had like a crazy time in London. And then Gjon did Eurovision. I discovered Eurovision thanks to him.
He was your gateway.
Yes, because when I heard that he was doing Eurovision, I was like, what? One of my friends doing Eurovision? Like, what is it exactly? I had to know everything. And that's where I fell in love with the whole bubble. And I saw how supportive the community is. And I really love the way that Eurovision celebrates authenticity. And well, then I decided to maybe also do it one day. So. And
here you are.
Here I am, and Gjon is here as well today.
Yes, he's co-hosting the Madrid pre-party. And he had to wait a year, because obviously there was the COVID year, but then he came back and he did so well, didn't he?
I know.
Did you feel like such a proud friend?
Oh, I felt like a proud mom. Even though, when I watched the finals, just before they announced the last points, I had to go back home because someone else needed the car. And then as I was driving home, I had the radio on, and I remember that I just thought, please don't die. Please don't do something stupid in the car now, because I was so excited and so stressed.
So tense.
So tense.
So you didn't actually see his face next to Måneskin's face. You were listening to see.
No, I did, but because the fact is, I was in the car and I like the last points came in, and I just arrived at home when they had the last, the split screen. Yeah. But also before, I was just dying of
Nerves.
of nerves.
So then did you see him straight after? Like, did you manage to catch up with him when he got back?
At first, no, because he went straight to Paris to record new music. But I mean, later, yes. And it was crazy because so many things happened, also thanks to Eurovision. And it's crazy now when we talk about Eurovision, it's like he knows me well, so when he gives me advice, he's always like, I know who you are, so it's really sweet.
So he's the supportive friend now because you're doing it. Yeah. Has he given you your top tips?
Well, the top tips might seem a bit like obvious, but it was really good to hear it. It's that in the end, it's like a short voyage, a short journey, and you just have to really be in the moment every time and really like enjoy the experience. Because he said, like, you're going to miss it when it's over.
It's the post-Eurovision depression.
Yes,
basically.
I heard so much about it.
But, well, someone called it post-Eurovision decompression.
Decompression.
Post-Eurovision elation and post-Eurovision depression. A bit of everything.
Yes,
A bit of everything. Where were you when Nemo won? When you realised that it would be coming to Switzerland?
I was in my bed. I had like my computer on my tummy and I was watching it. I was like, oh my God, it's so late. And I was there I was screaming.
Were you?
Yeah. It was crazy. I mean, just a week before Nemo won, I was in an interview with a radio station, like a local radio station. And they asked me, what do you think? Is Switzerland finally going to win? I was like, yeah, sure. No doubt.
Confident.
I was so confident. And then when they won, I was like, well, it had to be. But at first, in Switzerland, there was always this rumor of like, we cannot even host Eurovision, it's too big. So I was like, well, we cannot do it. So at first I didn't even understand that it was really going to come to Switzerland.
Yeah. And now it's happening.
It's
real. Like it's literally weeks away.
It's weeks away. But you know what is funny? Sometimes, also when like newspapers write about my participation, it's like they say Zoe Mis, I already said it in English. Zoe Mis gonna do a Eurovision. And I'm like, oh, wow, good for her. Like, that's so cool. But sometimes it's like as if it wasn't me because it's so cool. Like, I'm like, wow, that's amazing. Like,
it's like an out-of-body
She must
experience.
be one lucky girl,
Yeah, it's amazing. What is good to do in Basel? If people are going, what would you recommend?
Well, I heard that the whole city is going to turn into a Eurovision city, that like wherever you go, there's going to be a party. Wherever you go, it's going to be like a screen for you to watch Eurovision. So I think wherever you it's gonna be great, so that's I think a good thing. But then there are the touristic things to do, like there's a ferry that goes over the Rhine. I don't even know how to say it in English.
I thought you meant a ferry.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
a ferry.
I was like the Basel ferry. I was like, oh, that sounds good.
That sounds good. Not like a boat that takes you from one place to another. That's really good. There are a lot of places depending on what you want to see. What do you like in general?
I like good food.
Good food.
Yeah.
So there is it's sweet.
Okay.
But the Basler Leckerli.
Basel Leckerli.
Yeah, it's super like typical Basel.
Okay.
You should try that.
I'm gonna get it without a doubt.
Yes.
Why were you and Gjon going up so many stairs? This is a question I've been meaning to ask you.
Yes, that's an important question. And you're the first one to ask it. So I'm glad you do.
Where were you?
Well, Gjon texted me saying, Zoe, I'm going to be in Switzerland. I have to meet you. Where do we meet? And I said, well, come to my home, like where I live. Because I was born in Basel, but I live in Fribourg now, which is another city in Switzerland. So I said, come to my place. And I know that there's this staircase in Fribourg where I live. And I knew I was going to take him there because it's such a like long staircase. And I think Gjon was such like a character. He's so funny. So I was like, I have to show him that. And
he's also physically fit.
Yes.
So
yeah,
he
more
can
than I.
it.
Yeah. Yes. We talked about it because in Switzerland you can obviously, there are mountains, so people go hiking. And I asked him, he was like, yeah, sometimes I even go barefoot. And I was like,
of course he does.
Wow. Yeah, I was like, of course you do.
does.
But still, he could be Swiss. And yesterday he wore Swiss colors.
Yes, he did.
So I said, Gjon, I know you said you love Voyage, but like you're becoming the Swiss representative at that point. So yeah, that was funny.
I like the fact that you have made all these connections with everybody. It's almost like you're welcoming everybody to your home city. It's like you're some kind of like princess or queen or member of royalty. Do you know what I mean?
That's so sweet. But it's actually funny that you say it, because I've been reading comments saying, oh, our Swiss princess, or like, oh, she's really the host this year. I didn't even plan on doing it. It's just that it's great to meet everyone. And yeah, I'm happy if they see me as a good host.
Zoe, I love your attitude. It's so relaxed. You're just taking it all in your stride. And that's, I think, going to be so valuable for you when you go to Eurovision. It's like, it just feels like all the stars have lined up in the right place. And this is the moment you always meant to do it.
I have goosebumps when you say that. I'm so easily impressed. It's like, wow.
But it does, though, it just, some things happen for a reason. Mm-hmm. Maybe this is...
I do believe that things happen for a reason, and when like one door closes, another one opens up. So yeah, I'm excited also to see what happens after Eurovision, because I mean, I've always been doing music. I've also done like all the steps you can do as an artist. Now with Eurovision, I get to meet a bigger crowd, and after that, I'm going to release songs, go on tour. So I think, yeah, I'm just like taking every day as it comes, and I'm kind of happy that I get the chance to do it.
Yeah, the whole world's going to hear Voyage.
Yes, and hopefully join me on the Voyage.
Yes.
Because I mean, I have this, I don't know if we have time left, but to talk about it. But when I was asked if I wanted to do Eurovision, I kind of thought, well, I'm a singer, but I'm a songwriter. The songwriter in me wanted to spread a message. I was like, I have 3 minutes that people give me on the Eurovision stage. So what is the message that I think I want to spread? And so I was thinking that there's a lot of negativity in the world, and we need a bit more of kindness and coming together and supporting each other. And that's why I wrote Voyage. And now it's been just incredible to see that people like text me and say, sometimes I was really like not treated well in my life, but I still always chose to be kind and loving. And hearing your song supports me and shows me that it's the right way to go. So yeah, it's really, for me, it's about, I invite people to join me on a Voyage, but seeing that other people start their own journeys now of like spreading kindness makes me so happy.
That is beautiful.
Yes.
That is beautiful.
It makes me really happy. I feel like I've already won, just on this way of the Eurovision journey.
Like I said, you have that aura about you. My very final question, what is your ultimate Eurovision song of all time? I have to ask.
Yes.
I have to ask.
I mean, my favorite Eurovision song of all times is Amar pelos Dois by Portugal.
Yes.
But especially the winning performance where he took his sister Luisa on stage with him. I thought that was such a sweet moment, such like a heartwarming moment to see brother and sister on stage. He's singing it, she wrote the song, and that for me was like a big Eurovision moment.
Zoe, all the best in Switzerland, your home country. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast, and good luck with any more Spanish.
Yeah, adios, gracias, cerveza.